One of the most common mistakes beginner runners make is that they never strength train. But strength training can actually make you a better runner. One, because it makes your muscles and tendons stronger, obviously. Two, it can improve your running economy, which is essentially like your energy efficiency. And three, because it makes your muscles and tendons stronger, it could actually help you be more resistant to getting injured. So in this video, I'm going to show you some strength training exercises for those running muscles using TRX. And if you don't have a TRX but you do want one, then I'll put a 20% discount code in the description below. All right, so the first exercise I want to show you is rows. So it's pretty basic, but let me show you how to do it first, and then I'll explain why I like it. So you're gonna grab the handles and kind of step far away from wherever the TRX is hanging from. And then you're going to walk your feet forward, and you're going to get more horizontal. Now, the more horizontal you get, the harder it's going to be. And the more vertical you are, the easier it's going to be. Now, I'm not going to go ham on this, so I can actually show you proper form. Yeah, just get yourself angled here. And then you're going to let your arms come out in front of you, and you're going to pull your elbows to your side and pinch your shoulder blades back. And then the other part is to keep your body as straight as possible. You don't want to be kind of bent like this necessarily, or let your back round out. Try to keep everything stiff, kind of like you're a plank. Okay? Now, the reason I like this exercise is because you're working those shoulder and back muscles that keep your shoulder blades back while you're running. The tendency is, as you get more fatigued, you start running with your shoulders rounded, which isn't necessarily good posture for good running. So this is going to train those muscles to keep your shoulders back. At the same time, you're working your core and your posterior chain, because as you get more horizontal, the gravity wants to pull you like this, right? So you got to engage your glutes, your hamstrings, your back muscles to keep your body straight. Okay. All right. So that one was pretty simple. Rows. You can even make it a little more challenging by doing a little marching with it, right? Standing on one leg. Not too bad. All right. So the next exercise is going to be, I actually don't know exactly what to call it. I'll probably go with reverse lunge into triple extension. So I'll explain what that is. So first, you're going to face away from the TRX, hold on to the handles here, and then just keep your arms at your side. You're going to step back into kind of like a reverse lunge right here, right? And then you're going to push off and then triple extend. So triple extension means your hips are extended, your knee is extended, and your calf or your ankle is extended here, right? So it's almost like a little running motion here. And the muscles you're using, so with the lunge, you're getting your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings. And then when you're going into triple extension, you're getting your quads, hamstrings, glutes, plus your calf muscles. All those muscles are important for propelling yourself forward, as well as absorbing the load whenever you take a step. All right, so the next exercise is definitely harder than the last one. I was trying it out before I filmed it because I'm already out of breath. But it's called the Bulgarian split squat, or a rear foot elevated split squat. I'll show you why they call it that. Rear foot elevated, not Bulgarian. I don't know why they call it Bulgarian. Maybe it's invented there. All right, so in the gym, you typically do this, put your back foot on the bench. In this case, we're going to use our back foot on the TRX, which is an unstable surface. Kind of makes it a lot harder, in my opinion. Because it's so unstable, and my foot's going to be in this foot cradle, I'm going to use a stick to keep my balance. So I recommend you probably do the same. So to get your foot in here, just kind of stick it through this foot cradle, kind of like that. All right, so once your foot is in the cradle, you're gonna essentially do like a little squat on this front leg. Now there is some minutia here. So if you let your knees go far forward, it does put more stress on the knee, but it works your quads more. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So if you wanted to focus on your quads, you can let your knee travel farther forward. If you want to work your glutes more, you actually just bend at your hips more, and you'll feel it there. So the muscles that this is working are your quads, your hamstrings, and your glutes. So notice what's happening on the back leg is I'm kind of getting stretched into hip extension. So you're stretching kind of those hip flexors, and at the same time your quads as well. So which is going to help with getting that leg back behind you while you're running. Whew, I'm out of breath. So next exercise are bridges. I have trouble with this one for some reason, but you know, you've done bridges before, probably, or hip thrusts, but this time we're gonna use the TRX as the base from which our feet are pushing off. So to get your feet in the cradles, you know, just sit up like this, put your heel into the cradle, and your arch of your foot's gonna be resting on the handle. All right, then you're gonna lie down with your knees bent. You're gonna lift your hips up and down. Oh gosh, okay. So this works your glutes and your hamstrings, which are those muscles that, again, propel you forward. Now, the way this is different from just having your feet on the ground is because having your feet in the TRX cradles makes it so unstable. Your hamstrings especially really tense up as you're trying to lift your hips up. Now you can make it more stable if you need to by putting your hands on the ground. If you want to make it more unstable, just cross your arms over your chest. Oh, that's tough. All right, so as far as how many sets and reps to do, you typically, 3 sets of 10, you can't go wrong, but you do want to make it challenging. So you could either increase the reps or just make the exercise harder. As far as how many times per week to do or how frequently to strength train, if you're running, 3 times a week, let's say, then you want to do strength training maybe just once or twice a week, because you don't want to make yourself so tired, not fully recover in between runs. Make sure you get those rest days in. If you want a TRX but you don't have one, again, I have the 20% discount code down below in the description. And if you just want to learn more about the TRX, check out this video right here.